like Uda or Kenny Jackson or ABC or CBS or bullshit. Once you are 100 years old, then you can make out of international business machines, you can make IBM. But this is a process. Coca-Cola was smart enough to keep the name for the last 100 years. So did McDonald's. But who is the guy who really brought to us McDonald's? Who? You're out of the game. Of Czech descent. How old was he when he made the buyout? 57. Go to Wikipedia and read the story. It's a beautiful story. But look, here the benefit. McDonald's existed already, created by the McDonald's, and they made wonderful hamburgers. Tagline. What is the tagline? Philips. Are you buying bulbs by Philips? Philips says sense and simplicity. Or Merrill Lynch used to have a great one. They do not exist anymore, but Merrill Lynch, a breed apart. Something what adds a sexy thing to it. And by the way, it doesn't cost a penny. And if it helps the story, but don't be too shy. Elevator pitch, you have been doing it all your lives, right? Is there anybody who did not do an elevator pitch before? Everybody did it a few times? No?
No.
Can you think back when you used to work for Allianz or Siemens or GE? No? You enter the building, you step into the elevator, and there is the CEO. And it's your lifetime opportunity to use the 30 seconds going up to the 38th floor to sell to him your brilliant business idea. That's the elevator pitch. So it needs to be 20, 30, 60 seconds. And in that you have to catch his fantasy, put forward what sort of problem or challenge you solve, how you make money out of it with a business model, and why he should embrace you and make you Vice President of Business Development because it's the latest, most magnificent. This is an evidence. In the meantime, it has become customary that for young startup entrepreneurs, we run competitions where we can help them to coach, mentor, to learning it, because it's one thing to think that you have an idea, but if you do not practice telling it to your wife, to your neighbor, to your grandchildren, to your godfather, every opportunity is now coming to use it, because while you speak, we also listen to ourselves. It's a fantastic thing. Getting the substance of your business idea into 30 to 60 seconds is the best method to purify it, to clarify it, to get down to the real substance. And you will be surprised how long it takes people to learn how to do it. So if you didn't do it 50 times, you're not going to win the competition. Executive summary, what is that? That's the written version of the elevator pitch. However, it has to be a bit more sophisticated. Yes? How long should it be? How long should it be?
Midway between presentation and was a pitch.
Hey! Very smart. How long should it be?
1 page.
The winner. 1 page is fantastic. If it's complex, we allow 1.5, but that should be really the limit. Now, try to put everything together, and I'm going to get to that what should be included in this. And then you get, once you have caught the attention of the CEO, or in our case, the venture capital investor, he's going to invite us to make a presentation. The presentation should be anywhere between 6 to max 10 slides. Little text, lots of pictures. I'm going to give you an example of how I think it should be looking like. And then if you got that far, then you get more sophisticated, then you really work on the highlights of your business plan, which the presentation is mostly pictures. The highlights of business plan is a good combination of written, condensed text, And the complete business plan should be how long? $25 max, including appendices, facts and figures, which of course Ernst & Young and KPMG do not like because that's not enough consulting. So let's go through the motions. Executive summary. Can you read it? Yeah. Okay. You said 1 page, right? So how many sentences can I spend on the idea? On the business model? Explaining how unique, beautiful, not cheap, but cost effective, or what else I am? I have to define the target customers, their user benefits, why they are coming like you by the dozens to buy it. I have to address the market competition. I have to convince the investor that I have the best possible team. And if there is some development work or whatever else. So you see, the 1 page becomes quite a limitation. Which in turn means that we'll get there. And we can go back to, if we have questions, we can go back. So, and I'm not even going to enlarge it, but the market competition consists, that section consists of the volume, of the dynamics, of future prospects, target segments, critical success factors, why customer actually buying. And again, these are checklists. You do not address each and every one, but depending on the venture you're planning for, it might be very important. Now, the worst thing you can do is you take every line here seriously and address it. The difficulty is to make choices. What is really important and what is just, normal. Most people are obsessed with products, but products are really a thing of the past, of the last century. Especially if we are in the CE region, we are not going to rejuvenate. What Adam did is not a product. Adam Schomleit, that is. What is present?
Service.
Service, yes. There are some great companies created here. Now Go, Log Me In. Huh? Have you heard of them? Some. Hungarians do not know that they have created a global amount of good stuff. Sales and marketing, pricing, we can make it short. And that's my favorite. If you really want to climb 2, 5, 8,000 meters high, you better take somebody on your team you can trust. There you have a blind understanding. You have to be able to spell these guys. If you work 48 hours a day, like startup entrepreneurs do, or 14 days a week, you smell, and you have to tolerate and accept how they. And then you share the last piece of pizza to make it to the next day. And it's long-term commitment. And yes, you have to address, everybody who starts the business for the first time overestimates the opportunities and ignores the risks. And this is not very balanced. Now, entrepreneurs, I submit to you, have a biased view of the opportunities. They see it in a magnified way, but they also are aware of the potential pitfalls. And once you have reached the top, you look back, and this is my favorite picture, because this is the reality. You look, is it worthwhile? So, what is a business plan? I have 3 more minutes. It is, and if you want to be truly successful, you have to make sure that you know more about this bloody market than most other guys. It's not enough to pick up an idea from one of the newspapers. Thomas Edison, you remember the guy, huh? He gave us tons of things, including the light bulb. he had this famous thing, and by the way, there's a homepage of Thomas Edison. Most of his famous sayings are listed there. One crazy chap put it up for him, because obviously he's not alive for the last 100 years or so. But Thomas Edison has said, the business idea is, or a business creation is 1% inspiration. This is something what we call the business idea today. And what did he say? What is the 99%?
Perspiration.
You're wasting your time here.
Yes.
You're out of the game. And if you look at it this way, then the one page becomes doable, right? But it has to capture most of the elements from the checklists I gave you. So, I give you an example of a student of mine from Fontainebleau. He's an African guy, a charming fellow, and this spring, I think, every year we come together and exchange views. And they showed some of the best business plans they have been creating. And he not only recognized me, but he even remembered me, that he learned a few things. Now, here is the stuff. And here you see, it's a name you can remember, you can pronounce in any language, and it has a tagline. Doesn't cost a penny, but it's brilliant. It's a team. Huh? Now, that's my favorite picture. Do I need to translate it? We are in rural Africa. School children have no life to learn, and or the more advanced ones cannot listen to their iPods. Huh? Look at it. Now this is the presentation slide, presentation stuff, right? Tons of pictures, few lines of text, but it's clear cut. I do not need to talk. And that's the business model. It's not simply a solution, a service, a product, but there is a farming out business model. You create entrepreneurs to drive it. What do? They paddle to do the recharging. And what do they do with this? They make money. With small investment. And there is an entire cottage industry growing out of this stuff. Huh? No wonder that they won so many prizes all over the world, because this is a simple story. So, thank you very much.